Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Fantom chart, starting my analysis here on the daily chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Fantom chart. So Fantom, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in a movement that I've been terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the formation of that is the all-time high, we started seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.16 mark in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And whatever we expect next after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2 is an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 before we see a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside, and giving you a measure from the all-time high. From the all-time high, you can see that Fantom is down more than 95%, meaning there are chances that we might have seen the low for this higher Elliot wave count 2, and very soon we might expect that bounce to the upside in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $5.7671 mark. Then we can expect a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. And because a wave 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, I will also be expecting to see fractal waves in formation, having the wave 5 of that fractal wave completing the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Fantom chart. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see that down here, this is where we made our low at around the $0.16 mark, then started a very nice impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. So we can have that as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the formation of that wave 1, we saw a bit of a retracement right here in the formation of a second wave, and very soon I'm expecting an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, then expect a wave 4 and then a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 that I have shown you on the daily chart. And in the formation of this Elliot wave structure, in the formation of a second wave, which is a corrective wave, I also expected to see an ABC corrective structure, and we are seeing such a structure right here, having this as the wave A. Then we saw the formation of that wave B, then a wave C making its low at around the $0.1934 mark, completing the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side, and also using the Fibonacci's to get to see whether this second wave has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave down there to the high of the wave 1. That gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, which perfectly lies between the $0.21 mark and the $0.2 mark, which is a target area that we have fully maximized, and we are still holding above the fib level $0.78 mark. That is the fib level 0.78, which perfectly lies at around the $0.1656 mark. And in the formation, after seeing the formation of a second wave, whatever we expect next is an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3. And before I get into the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3, we can use the trend based Fibonacci to get to see whether this second wave has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do, also by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the high of that wave A to the low of the wave A, then dragging the fibs to the low to the high of that wave B. And that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.1947 mark, which is a target area that we have also fully maximized. And right now, there are chances that we might have started that impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3, and because of its impulsive nature, I'm expecting to see fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 3. And I believe we are seeing such a structure right here on the Fantom chart, where we can term this as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. Then whatever we have right here is the formation of that second wave, and I'm expecting another impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, then expect a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5, which should fully maximize the formation of this wave 3 to the upside. And getting into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure and get to see whether this wave 2 has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do. A second wave is a corrective wave, and we also expect to see an ABC corrective structure, And right here we are also seeing such a structure having these as the wave A, then we have seen that wave B, then continued pushing even low in the formation of that wave C, which fully maximized the formation of that second wave. And also using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave down there to the high of the wave 1, that gives me a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of that second wave between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5, which is a target area that you have fully maximized, and you have started that impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And you can see we have confirmed the formation of that wave 3 the moment we managed to break above the wave 1 high. We are trading above the wave 1 high and also the 20-day MA, meaning there are chances that we might continue seeing that impulsive movement until we fully maximize the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave down here to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.2233 mark. So there are chances, in case Fantom continues to push even higher, get back to the $0.22 mark, that will be completing the formation of that wave 3 before we expect a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5, which should fully maximize the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI we are trading at around the 61 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have been able to print a bullish cross, and we are also seeing an increase in the buying momentum, meaning higher prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.